So hello everyone. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. My allergies are manageable. So I'm here. I'm here. The description in all of the videos, the most recent videos, including this one, has been updated. All right, just giving y'all a heads up. I did create a new tier for memberships. Pineapple Patrons is just $1.99 a month, and it helps because the channel's not monetized, meaning I make no money off the videos. It means it's ad-free to keep the messages coming in nice and clear and consistent without getting broken up by ads. So if you guys appreciate that and want to support that, then, join as a member. Plus you get awesome perks for it. So all the information for that is in the new descriptions. To everybody who's already a member, thank you, and I love you and appreciate you. And everybody else enjoying ad-free messages appreciates you too. With that, we are going to get into a quick pineapple message. I don't know who needed it, but we're here. Pineapple Charming got a really good shake off camera, so we're going to see what comes out. Take the charms as they resonate, guys. If the message doesn't resonate and the charms don't resonate, like, don't force it to fit. It's probably not your message. It's meant for someone else right now. You'll probably catch another one later. All right. So let's see. Let me get my pin board here. We've got roulette. We've got roulette. So the synchronicities, casinos might be a synchronicity. You could also be feeling rather lucky or feel like you're taking a gamble. Okay. You could definitely feel like you're taking a gamble. We also have, I need more space. So you could definitely be feeling that right now, or someone could be saying that to you. It's also an astronaut, which constantly reminds me of Aquarian energy. So it could be just pinging off, whatever's going on in the cosmos right now, be touching on your Aquarian energy if you have natal Aquarius placements, especially because Taurus and Leo have a lot going on in there. There's Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, which squares on Aquarian energy. And then we have Leo and Juno, and Leo has Juno and Venus, which is opposing Aquarius. And then Scorpio just got Ceres, which is now squaring Aquarius. So there's definitely some challenges. Aquarius itself doesn't have anything going on in there currently. So it's all natal for Aquarian placements. We also have a beer charm. So you may find yourself cracking one open lately, or be dealing with someone who is cracking one open lately, or cracking open one too many lately. Usually when the alcohol ones come out, it's specific. So it's a beer drinker. There's definitely liquor bottles inside Pineapple Charming, so that is beer specifically. All right. We've also got Vibrate Higher. So if you are leaning on alcohol, or someone is leaning on alcohol, then definitely acknowledge the fact that your vibration can improve, right? It can improve, whether that's a lot or a little. Anytime we consume alcohol or other substances for some form of relaxation, some form of escape. For some people, they like to connect to the divine by getting high. And it's just like, you don't have to do any of those things. It's a matter of healing and learning how to, learning different coping mechanisms or stress release type behaviors that help you, you know what I mean? Instead of just going to a drink all the time. If you're leaning on alcohol, then you could definitely reflect in on why and how, or where you learned that, right? Then we also have the ladybug, which is super lucky, okay, as well as a Christmas tree. So the holiday may be significant for you or concerning the person that this message may resonate to you about. We've also we got a black seashell, black and white seashell. We have Aries and Aquarius as sign beats. So you may have strong Aries or Aquarian placements. We already mentioned Aqua, so there's double confirmation for you. All right. And then we also have the letter M. It's a black M, so it could be strong feminine energy, not necessarily female, but feminine dominant, and the initial is M. Okay. The black beads in here are for feminine or yin energy. So M may be significant. We also have, with my little micro playing cards, we have the Joker and the 3 of Clubs. That is the Fool card and the 3 of Wands in Tarot. All right, so taking a leap of faith on the journey, okay, because the Fool card is the Joker is definitely a leap of faith. And the 3 of Wands is about the journey. It's about taking yourself off of pause and actually looking towards the direction you want to go and taking actions in alignment with getting yourself there. So I'm feeling, especially with the Aryan energy, because Aries right now, despite your own natal placements, has White Moon Selene in there with Chiron, who's retrograding, right? So it's a reflection on how we've martyred the self, or how we are martyring the self and sacrificing the self, right? How we are self-imposing suffering, reflecting on that. Plus there's Eris and North Node conjunct right now in there. So we have this energy of really almost testing the environment to see how it resonates with the self and where you are, right, with this Aryan energy. And I just did a cosmic currency on the app formerly known as Twitter that I shared to Facebook, the business page on Facebook, and my Violet Aurora Myths account here on YouTube, about how this trine's going on literally at this moment with the Sagittarian moon at 18 degrees, Chiron at 18 degrees, and Juno Venus conjunct at 18 degrees, all in the fire signs, right? We've got the moon in Sag, Chiron in Aries, and Venus, Juno, and Leo. And so we've got this wonderful trine going on, and it's really about seeing yourself in the future grateful and healed, right? That you would be able to picture your future self grateful and healed, and really feeling what it would be like in that future self to be truly grateful for all the choices that you've made that brought you to where you are in that future moment, and looking back just grateful and appreciating how far you've come from where you are now, right? Visualizing that positive self and what it feels like to achieve it from where you are, right? That where you are now is that first step. So keep that energy in mind despite whatever comes out in the reading. Okay. You could also be dealing with someone who has strong Aquarian or Aryan energy. All right. So let's see with that, what is going on with the actual message. Okay. If any of those charms make sense to you, then the message is likely something you need to take from it. Okay. Let's see. Thank you to everybody who drops a like and leaves me comments and stuff. I love you, by the way. I love you. I love you and appreciate you. All right, Spirit. What is going on that you would have me present right now for whoever needs it? Okay. Okay. Give me one more and then clarities into the issue. Okay. All right, so what is going on? Details. How are we here? I sworn a card just flipped. Maybe it didn't. Okay. Fool just came out again. Okay. So something's definitely moving way too slow if it's not at a full stop. Like zero progress. And it maybe started really hopeful. Let's get some more clarity on that. I feel like something started off on not the best energy, but was moved forward with anyway, and didn't really end the way you thought it would. Like, it's not resulting. We've got strong Aries on the board, Uranian energy as well, so it could be Taurus. We've also got Libra on the board. We've got Mars energy. Give me one more. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Judgment, so Scorpio. Hey, Sandy, how you doing? And the Four of Coins is on top. So, all right. The top of the reading. This is what I'm looking at. Okay. So y'all understand the story I'm about to tell. Okay. It starts with the Ten of Swords and a Three of Cups that came out purely sideways. And then it came out with the Five of Cups, further clarified by the Two of Wands. Okay. So when I say something started off on a rough foot, there was already some kind of betrayal to the self or in general in the past. Like, there was already some kind of Ten of Swords, which means the ignoring of red flags, right? When we sabotage the self and betray the self, it's because we ignored red flags along the way, right? Something in our mind was saying that's probably not a good idea, right? Or we literally had earth angels in our environment like, hey, warning you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's a good idea, right? And we ignored it. Right. And we ignored it because we thought we knew better, or we were making excuses for it, or we were really, really wanting it to work out. And so we were like, maybe it'll just go away or it won't be an issue, when there was something pinging at you, flagging off, right? There was something flagging off saying, you know, warning, you might not actually want to move forward with this, right? Which is how the Ten of Swords comes about, because you know, when we ignore red flags or we ignore logic and reason, and, you know, we're moving forward despite anxiety, right? Because the Ten of Swords follows the Nine of Swords, which is also out here clarifying the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is a new beginning where there was anxiety or worry and the leap of faith was taken anyway. Okay, I'm going to get all that in a second. Okay. But there was something literally, literally telling you this is not a good idea. And I feel like whatever it was, or whoever it was, because there's definitely people here, okay? You had logic or reasons for wanting to move forward with it or wanting to be hopeful with it. All right. And now you're finding yourself in this stuck Two of Wands energy on regret and grief or sadness or longing, because that Three of Cups, that joy that you were going after, that wasn't quite there. Like when you started, it wasn't the happiness that you wanted it to be. I think you were aiming for the Three of Cups, aiming for the joy, aiming for the celebration, and the Three of Cups is completely spilled over. It didn't work out, right? It was like a womp womp, kind of moment. And I think you're realizing that, right? You're realizing that. Or someone that you're dealing with, right, is realizing that, or having this epiphany or revelation about things not being what was originally envisioned. Okay. And now we're kind of stuck. I mean, the Two of Wands is literally like a pause symbol, right? The Two Wands is like pause. So it's literally saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with my world, right? This is the world that I've manifested, right? The gentleman, the figure on the card is holding the earth, which is his world. What do I do? Do I move forward with a whole new world, or do I stay with the world that I know? This is the contemplation before we hit that Three of Wands energy that kind of came out in the micro cards, right? And the charms. So you're at this place now, or whoever I'm speaking about is in this place now where they definitely are not happy with the result. Okay. Definitely not happy with the result. And the thing is, they're holding on to it because the Four of Coins is on top. Right now, they're holding on to it because they don't know what to do. So they're holding on to it for now. Even though it's kind of dire, and they're probably hoping for a resurrection of energy. But it's I put this card back upright in my deck because it was in reverse the other day. And when I said a card flipped out and I couldn't find it, I bet you that was that. And it was flipping upside down. The Knight of Cups was upside down. I keep all my cards upright because if they flip out in reverse, I leave them that way. But they're always upright in my deck. We got the Judgment card with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups, which I'm putting upright, but it was in reverse with the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's some kind of, because judgment can sometimes be us making a call moving forward, us having to make a judgment call, which this definitely feels like. But when we don't make the judgment call that we're meant to make, Spirit makes it, right? Because the major arcana are milestones. They're unavoidable milestones. There's not a choice about it. Either we choose it and align our free will with divine will, or divine will trumps our free will and says, no, you can't continue this way. It's not in your highest good. I'm sorry. You're going to end up in a more detrimental or painful position. And I love you too much to let you do that, right? The divine loves you. So it literally prevents you from going to places that would result in something that is not aligned. And I think that the call being made, whether it's you making the call or Spirit making the call, is confusion, right? It's confused. It's what do I do? And the words coming out right now in self-defense are not pretty. Like these are not compassionate words. The Knight of Cups, when it's in reverse, is not compassionate. It's not caring. It's not romantic. You know what I mean? It's actually, it could be as, it's emotional and it's not controlled. Okay. So you could have anything from blubbering, crying, talking, communication, right, to angry, volatile, right? We're talking about uncontrolled emotions that come out in a way that is not caring or compassionate, right? It's just, it's not nice. It's not nice. It could be someone being really sharp and petty as fuck. Like and it could be really self-centered, right? It could be really self-centered emotions. They're only thinking about what they're feeling and not caring about what anybody else is feeling. Okay, is what is going on. I think the longer that this situation persists, the more difficult it's going to get. Okay, because it's literally expired. It was expired before it started. It was already expired before it started. So someone tried to revive something that really it wasn't going to go anywhere, you know. And I think that there was potentially both parties trying to force it for what could be very selfish reasons. Okay. I think that the love surrounding the beginning was ridden with worry, ridden with anxiety, insecurity, not knowing, you know, how it was going to turn out, right? This is worry and fear and anxiety here. This is doubting love or being worried over it. Okay. Someone not being able to sleep, right? If there was third parties involved, which is what I feel like that's possible. Like, let's just say, for an example, right? And it's just an example. Take it as it resonates and metaphorically apply it how it would make sense to your situation. But it's almost like someone's in a relationship that they're unhappy in, right? Someone was gifted this overflow from spirit, this opportunity to heal, right, and be loved by the universe, which is essentially what the Ace of Cups is. They probably weren't ready to be loved. They probably weren't ready to do the healing work required to maintain that love. And so they started to have a lot of anxiety or self-doubt and probably picked a fight or with that person or felt overwhelmed, right, because they're not, quote unquote, good enough for whoever they're with, okay? And so maybe they start talking to an ex that maybe that relationship ended really badly. Maybe there was sabotage involved in that relationship. Maybe there was betrayal, right? And so because they didn't want to improve with the partner that they were being gifted to help them heal and grow and evolve, right? Becoming a better person, healing their wounds, they started talking to the ex about how unhappy they are, how their partner is asking so much of them, how stressed they are, how it's not fair, right? And they're painting this picture like their Ace of Cups is a nightmare, right? Painting this picture like the Ace of Cups is a nightmare. And the ex is like, okay, well, we're going to work it out this time. It's going to be different. You know, like, me and you got this. Like, you don't have to deal with that person. Come back to me, because maybe the ex was holding on, right? The Queen of Cups holds on for dear life, right? Hey, Kristen, how you doing? The Queen of Cups, it's she holds the urn, right? It's a love that's dead but won't let go. And it's like taking a leap of faith on something that's already dead. It was already done. The contract was done. It was over. It ended in betrayal, right? It ended up badly. And I feel like the leap of faith was taken on something that was already supposed to be dead. Like, you weren't supposed to go back there and replay that scenario, right? And so someone left. It's like someone left an opportunity to grow and heal because they weren't ready to face themselves. They weren't ready to evolve. They weren't ready to self-improve. They were in a stuck position. Stuck energy. And went back to a situation with promise that it would work out well, with hopes that it would work out well, when it already ended badly. Only to restart whatever this was, right, with hopes that it would bring joy, and realize it sucks. It sucks. It's not yielding the result, and that's justice. It is not yielding a result, and it's not going to. The Seven of Pentacles is waiting to reap the reward, right? It's a waiting period. It's patience required. It's comparable, like when crops are going through the growing season, right? It's like they're growing in the summer and it's not quite harvest time, but there's no more work to be done. You're not planting anything. You know what I mean? You're not trimming things or weeding things. Like you're just waiting for the harvest. There's nothing to actually do. It's that kind of energy, right? There's nothing to do yet. There's no harvest yet. It's almost there. Like you could see the fruits, but they're not ripe yet. You can't pick them yet. You know, it's that kind of energy where you could see it, but it's not good for the picking. It's not edible, you know? And I feel like with this in reverse, it's not going to be either. It's like stunted. Like, what are you waiting for? You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. And we have the Page of Wands reversed with the Tower and the Two of Cups. This could be taken a couple ways. Okay, this could be an unplanned pregnancy with a soulmate. Okay, it could be, because pages can sometimes represent children, and we're talking about soulmates here and something unexpected. It could also be someone flirting or moving in a different direction, or someone being what is petty or hostile, right? Because the Page of Wands is like a phoenix rising from the ashes, reinvention of the self. So in reverse, it's the opposite, right? It's stagnation. It's burning out, right? It's using all of their energy in one quick burst and burnout. I think they're burnt out. It's taking too long, right? That Knight of Coins is slow moving with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the heart's desire. It's the love and appreciation. It's gratitude, right? Leo energy, fixed fire, right? Queens are fixed energy. It's fixed fire. It's too slow. So you might have strong Leo in their chart. They might have strong Leo in their chart. But especially because we have Mars and Libra going on in the cosmos right now. Like, that's the universe actively pursuing what is fair and just. So if something was never meant to continue forward and you were meant to grow and heal and you were like, no, I don't want to grow and heal, or someone, whoever, right? It's like, no, I don't want to grow and heal. And they're moving backwards. Spirit's like, no, no, no. You can't move backwards. See how moving backwards was worse, like 10 times worse than what it was before? Because now not only did you lose the Ace of Cups, right? The actual good person that you're probably seeing for their value right now. But you lost that, and now you're in a situation that's 10 times worse the second time around because you could have, should have, would have known better. The universe is removing whoever this third party karmic energy that you should have, could have, would have learned last time from the situation. Like, if y'all are not meant to be together, y'all are not meant to be together. Like, you got to move forward. You can't just stay stuck with each other and stay miserable and fight, like, and suffer and be in anxiety. Like, what the fuck kind of life is that? It's not. You know what I mean? The universe is literally going to blow the two of you apart. Literally. You can't keep doing this. The universe is kind of telling you, like, you kind of have to face growth now. You know what I mean? Like, the universe loves you, and it's not pulling any punches. It wants the best for you. Even when you don't accept the best for yourself, you have to face the fact that you deserve better than what you're choosing. You can't keep choosing pain and suffering, because no matter how many times you choose it, and Spirit will let you choose it, it will let you fucking choose it. You have free will to an extent. Spirit will let you choose it, but it will only let you choose it so long and so many times before you start to realize that you can't keep choosing the same way. Something's got to shift, and it starts within the self. So whoever this is that you're getting insight into, whether it's yourself or another person, they're getting fucking bitch slapped by Spirit's karmic hammer right now. Like, no, you can't stay stuck like this. No, you can't. Which, if I remember correctly, Aries had a bonus reading. If it wasn't for September, then it was last month. But Aries had a bonus reading about someone being stuck in their brokenness and not healing, right? Refusing to heal. Aries been going through it, to be fair. Collective Aryan energy has been really challenged. Chiron in their sign has not been the easiest. And now that North Node's in there, North Node, Rahu's about to gobble that shit up. It's about to gobble that shit up. Like, you cannot just keep eating your pain and not turn it into power. I promise you, when North Node hits Chiron, you will absolutely be turning your pain to power, especially if you got Aries placements around those degrees, right? When North Node hits Chiron, you will be turning your pain into power. Like, you can't continue like this. So this is the heads up. Like, if you're already on the downward spiral and you're holding on to it, hoping that it's going to pick up, like, it's not going to pick up. You already know that, though. Spirit just had me go live for you so that you can maybe get a reality check and spare yourself more than the absolute max you would take this to. Like, how much pain do you want to suffer? Like, you don't have to go the max. You can stop right now. You can choose different right now. Like, you don't have to take it all the way, to the fucking explosion. You could say, you know what, we've been giving it a really good shot and we tried again. And I care about you as a person. We're really not compatible, though. Like, maybe we have a lot of respect for each other as individuals. Maybe we have, a lot in common in some degrees, but compatibility wise, like, you and I are explosive, or you and I are toxic, or you and I are not good for each other, though. Like, romantically, we don't work. Maybe we're better as just co-parents. Maybe we're better as friends. Maybe we're better as just roommates without the romantic dynamic, right? Maybe we're just better off going our separate ways now, while we could still talk cordially, right? And still reason, right? Especially with Mars and Libra, where we could still reason with each other instead of literally blowing it to smithereens and having to pick up all the little tiny pieces and try and make sense of it and put it back together in a shamble. Because the tower leaves you in fucking shambles, okay? The rubble doesn't fall apart all organized and shit. It doesn't fall apart in a nice, pretty pile with the bricks all stacked up real nice and the mortar's all ready. Like, it's a fucking explosion, okay? Like, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to pick up all the pieces. So maybe you can just not be in that moment that would have otherwise existed if you continued to deny and bury and suppress and be misaligned. Okay? You could just choose your fucking healing. So whoever needed this message, my love and support is with you 100%. Like, I believe in the strength of people. So Spirit is giving you this message is because Spirit believes in the strength of you too. All right. Spirit believes in the strength of you too. Like, please do not doubt that you have earth angels. Like, you could literally call up those people who were warning you and be like, you know what? You were fucking right. I will take the I told you so. You were fucking right. And I got myself in a rough situation now, and I really need advice on how to get out of it. I'm willing to listen this time. Please give me some advice that I could take, because I fucked up, right? Admit the wrong, and accept actions that need to be taken to correct your situation, right? Do whatever you have to do to move forward. So with that, I love y'all. Thank you for your presence here, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.